Alright, hello everybody. Nighttail Assassin here. This is the third recording. I recorded one. It was 22 minutes long, and I won't do that again. Because my stupid settings didn't record anything, so that's fucked up. But anyways, um, I'm just gonna get to it right away. Alistair was like a little underwhelming. I don't think he was that. I don't think he was that strong. Um, So this is a great buff. I think he'll be in a balanced state once this goes through. Amumu, I'm gonna say go AP Amumu. This is huge. This is definitely amazing. Try out AP Amumu. This is really huge too. MR shred. Blitzcrank. I don't think Blitzcrank was that OP. I think it was alright. Definitely being a big hook champion was a little bit frustrating to players, but this should be affecting more of the new players that come in. But for veterans, this is kind of a bummer if you're playing Blitzcrank. Um, so yeah, um, Doctor Mundo. I think but Mundo just needed to be beefed up a little bit. This is a great buff. Garen, late games or early and late game, we gain small buffs. This is fine. Heimerdinger, I don't know what they're doing. I disagree with this. And I'm not gonna say everything what I said in my previous recording, but Janna is currently like the best support in the game by far, besides maybe Lulu. Um, so she's definitely gonna go down from S tier to A tier once this goes through. If this goes through, because that mana cost is huge, and losing a little bit of AD is big too, because she can actually so that she won't hit as hard when weaving in auto attacks. So yeah, this is she's still gonna be really strong. At least she's gonna be at least A plus tier. I mean, think about it. Janna is probably one of the most interrupt champions in the game, besides maybe Leona and Lulu. I think Lulu will be right now be S tier. But Jano is very close to A plus tier once this if this nerf goes through. She's still gonna be really strong. So trust me on this. She will be really strong. J4, I think they're nerfing J4 because he is like one of the more mobile champions in the game. Uh, because think about it, a lot of the champions can't really move around as much. There's only like maybe like 8 champions that can dash, maybe 7. So yeah, they're tuning it down. I think this is a little too much. I think they should do 3.25. So we'll see how that goes. Katarina, I'm surprised that Katarina is not getting nerfed, but that's whatever. What I said is that since Katarina is using version 2, so she's like the more updated version of this game. So that's why I kind of wish that there was like a very small nerf to her, like a burst. But that's all right. We'll just have to deal with it. We'll all have to learn together how to deal with Katarina. The one way is just be a Scion and just stun her. That's it. So this is the biggest buff by far. This is like the biggest buff. Just this alone for Lux, 330 to 340. Wow. I'm gonna say that Lux was already like maybe like a B tier. I know some people will say, "Oh no, Lux was like C tier uh because her AP ratio was 75%." No, she was definitely B tier. I'm just thinking that players are just building her wrong. I always go Roa first item, and that usually gets the job done. I go Roa because you always want to go a little bit tanky because you die so fast in this game. But if you go Roa, you at least have a chance. So this is huge. Yes, it's like this stuff is like the icing on top of the cake. This is bigger than I would rather have more cooldown than AP ratio. AP ratio is just nice to have, but having more movement speed, not only because you can weave in more attacks, but you can run away from the minions faster now in lane, and you can roam more. So Lux is literally going to go up from B tier to literally A to maybe I'm gonna say it to S minus tier if this patch goes through. Just for this. And this is just a bonus, and this is great. This is just a bonus to me. I think they should be really more careful about this buff right here. They gotta be more careful. I'm a Lux enthusiast. I love playing Lux. I like playing Ari, Lux, Lulu, Janna. And I even admit, like, this is a little much. They're gonna nerf hammer her if this goes through. I think they should tweak it down just a bit, just tune it down. Maybe keep her. Maybe I don't know if they really want an assist of doing a movement speed buff. Bring it to 335, R ratio up to 80, and cooldown to I don't know. I'm not a game designer, but make this maybe like 45 seconds late game, and that should be good enough. I promise that in the long term, that'd be enough. That would be bumping her up to that A minus tier at least. Like she's not super strong at all. That's my personal opinion. If I was balancing this game, like okay, Lux is just she needs she's doing great, but how can we bump her up just like make players like not like be mad about it, but we have to make sure that she's in line in like the center. Like she's almost there, like 90% there. But how can we give her that edge? And okay, well, why not buff the movement speed to 335? Bump this up to 80% because 75 is kind of weird. And then, oh, okay, let's do 80. Let's do like up down to 45 seconds. Then, it's then I prefer small changes over big ones. This is huge. Misfortune. I think she's kind of like C plus tier. She's not really. You just don't see her. She's kind of just rough to play as right now. Who cares about the W stacks? Who cares? This is huge. This is the biggest change. Now she can get in there and more, do attack more. So congratulations, you go up to B tier with this. I still think that you might as well just play Ezreal or Twitch still. You get bigger buffs in this. Uh, this is great. I think this is a good buff. I think right now this Fortress is kind of still in a rough situation, but this helps her. This definitely helps her a lot. NASA's early game is just getting nerfed heavy. they still want Nessus to be an early game champion. I kind of wish that this, instead of 14%, it goes to 12, 16, 4, 20, not just 10. But whatever. Skarner. I think Skarner's a sleeper. I think people are not picking this champion enough. I think Skarner is a great champion. I think you should use him in the jungle or top lane. Skarner is definitely a sleeper champion. You should use him. This is great. This will actually bring him a lot attention, in even though he's already underwhelming. Well, I'm not going to say underwhelming. No, I take that back. I think he's really, really useful. Players in the jungle should use him more. Soraka. They want players to play more Soraka as like a heal bot. Just give her some more armor. We only care about the 75, then 100, 125. I think this is a good buff. I think they did a great job on this one. I think the duration's a little long, but I think they did a great job on Soraka. Tryndamere, AP Tryndamere is going to go down a lot. The cooldowns affect both AD and AP, but mostly AP Tryndamere. Because AD, you just get crit and you get the crit reduction cooldowns on this. I think I'm not so sure about this Q, but yeah, definitely Tryndamere. Both AD and AP are getting nerfed. Which our missile speed. This is a big one. Definitely the big one right here. And then 280 is the next one. Who cares about this? About the missile speed? Who cares? I don't care. And E. S is the third biggest nerf, but what this just says is, oh, you can only do maybe one less rotation, unless you run runes that you should be running utility runes that gave more mana, anyways. But it basically says, okay, if you were going defensive Twitch or offensive defensive tree, you will have one or maybe two less rotations in your spell arsenal, unless you go to tier. That's what it really means. Now, if you go utility, it is one less rotation. So keep that in mind when you go Twitch. Veigar, this helps him out a lot in his early game. Not really the late game, not too much. He has still pretty good ratios. This gotta remember that he doesn't just get two stacks at once, because this thing's just a on hit, not just a skill shot nuke. I think this is fine. Warwick. Warwick's like the best jungler in the game by far, and I still think Skarner is definitely where is Skarner? I think Skarner is underrated. People should be using Skarner more. I think Skarner should be one of the best actually. Alright, so I'm gonna recap quick, and I'm gonna get some dinner. Alistar, I think this will bring him. I think he will find a balance actually. Amumu go up AP Amumu. He will be strong with this. Wow, if you have Q max, he's gonna be strong. 200. Wow. Blitzcrank, this is more nerf to the beginners. This will definitely be a big nerf for the beginner players, but it will be a bummer for the veterans that play this game a lot. Dr. Mundo will help him in his late game. I think he deserved it. Garen, yeah, I really don't care for Garen, but good for him. He gets some early game and a little bit of late game power. I don't know what they're doing with Heimerdinger. I think Heimerdinger is fine. I don't think he deserves this nerf. Or whatever. Jana's still really strong. Don't be misled saying, "Oh, yeah, Jana's useless." Don't be misled. She's really strong. You gotta just ensure that you know how to use your mana wisely. J4, this nerf is a little too much. This right here should be at least 3.25. Katarina, you deserve a little small nerf, not a huge one, just like maybe a 5 damage reduction or something. If this goes through, Lux will be like the best champion in the game, maybe. Probably I won't go that far, but she will be like the top 4, top 4 champions in the game, maybe top 5, top 4. I'm gonna go with top 4. I think Ahri, Lux, Janna, and Ahri is really strong. I'm more surprised that Lulu and Ahri aren't getting nerfed. I think those, even though I enjoy them, I think they deserve some nerfs. Just really small nerf. Like, I'm not asking for crazy nerfs, but I do believe that they deserve some nerfs. I think the problem is that people don't know how to really build yet. People are figuring out what's the best build pass. So yeah, and this will bring her up to the top 4 at least. Misfortune or Ezreal, yeah, Ezreal's top is way top there. I don't even consider a Sion being a top champion, to be honest. Sure, Sion has Q and W that have 90% AP ratios, but you could fight. But you have to remember he's a melee. He's a melee champion, so you could if you keep their distance and just poke him a lot. What's he gonna do? If you if you have a Vayne, just push him away. What can he do? He's like Sion's like a Nasus. Sion is it's like Sion. It's like okay. It's like before Renekton. It's like Nasus and Sion were like twin brothers, except they have just different kits that did different things, but they're the same. You just kite them out, and there's nothing they can do if you can't use the abilities on you. Can't deal the damage. They did nothing. This is how you have to think as a mage or as a range mage player. You just kite them, kite them, kite them. And my stupid headset went off again. All right. So yeah, that's how I think. Misfortune. I Misfortune will definitely go up to now finally to like B tier by B minus maybe B minus B tier at most, but just from this alone, it should help her a lot. I still think she's kind of feels bad. Nasus, huge nerf. This should be 12, 16, 20. This is huge too, but you go man on items anyway, so it doesn't really hurt. Skarner's a underused champion. I think Skarner is slept on. You should definitely pick up Skarner if you want. His ult's really good. Um, Soraka, I think this is a great buff. I think they did a good job on this. Make sure that they don't overtune her. I think this is great. Tryndamere, both AP and AD gets nerfed. I don't know anything about Tryndamere, but I think I think that's a little excessive, but I'm very sure Trendemir's mains will find a way around it, around how to best use their champion. I mean, we all have to best utilize our champions, so. Which is just missile speed and AD are huge. This will just make sure you have one less rotation. Bigger, not much. I don't think this will affect him too much. And Warwick's just for the jungle. I think Warwick's like one of the better junglers. Doesn't have to be as much. Has good sustain. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching. Bye.